blasting out of your internet dial. It's time for Miss Holley King's Rockabilly and Beyond on Radio Free Phoenix RFP.
Newsflash. Signals have been received from the planet Venus. These resemble sounds similar to those created by a musical instrument such as an organ. So perhaps there is life on Venus.
Hi, Miss Holley King here at Radio Free Phoenix and DeepOldies.com, bringing you another episode of Rockabilly and Beyond. Andrew's 25th anniversary calendar, British Rock and Rollers. One of my friends who lives in Essex, United Kingdom, Andrew, and has been listening since I started at KBSZ 1250 AM in Wickenburg, Arizona, over 25 years ago. He made me a British Rock and Rollers advent calendar featuring the British recording artists of the day. So I found most of the music that I'm going to share with you, like the one we just heard. Bill Fury's backup band, the Tornadoes' sci-fi instrumental, Life on Venus. In this first hour, we'll be exploring Cliff Richard and the Shadows, Vince Taylor and his Playboys, John Lennon's Quarrymen, Johnny Kidd and the Pirates, Lulu and the Luvvers, and Bill Fury, to name a few. Let's kick off the first set with one of the girls, dubbed the girl with the giggle in her voice. She was the highest paid British female entertainer of her era. Recorded for Columbia Records in Sweden in 1966, this is Alma Cogan, Hello Baby. Thanks for tuning in to listen to me, Miss Holley King, here on these listener-supported radio stations, Radio Free Phoenix and DeepOldies.com.
Baby, would like to make your dreams come true. Can't you see? Baby, it's me. Who, baby, who, baby, who, baby, who would like to thrill you through and through. Can't you see? Baby, it's me. Would like to be steady Eddie every time you call. Right and ever ready just to have a ball. Always waiting to supply your wish and serve it to you, baby, on a silver dish. Who, baby, who, baby, who would like to ooh, ooh, ooh with you? Can't you see it? Baby, it's me. Every time you call, right and never ready just to have a ball. Always waiting to supply your wish and serve it to you, baby, on a silver dish. Who, baby, who, baby, who would like to ooh, ooh, ooh with you? Can't you see it? Baby, it's me. Baby, it's me. Baby, it's me.
There's a brand new style going round, hypnotizing the cats in town. They're living in a walking dream, a pointed toes, and that's what I mean. Instead of pointed toes are coming back again. Pointed toes are coming back again. Well, everything's all green when I got them on my feet. I say pointed toes are back again. Well, they're made from a high colored dye, long and lean, narrow and keen. Some are brown, some are black. A cat starts a walking, he's a easy to track. I said, pointed toes are coming back again. Pointed toes are coming back again. Well, everything's all right when I got them on my feet. I said, pointed toes are back again. Zip 'em up and lace 'em up any old style. I won't have to worry about her stepping on my blues. I can't cut and cattle with my pointed toe shoes. I said, pointed toes are coming back again. Pointed toes are coming back again. Well, everything's all right when I got them on my feet. I said, pointed toes are back again. Shake, well, honey, please don't lose it. The rhythm that gets into your heart and soul. Let me tell you, baby, it's called rock and roll. They say it's gonna die, but honey, please let's face it. Well, he just don't know what's going to replace it. Everybody's like calypsos, I've got nothing on. Real country music that just drives along. Well, hello, boy. shake, my baby, please don't lose it. It's rhythm that gets into your heart and soul. Well, let me tell you, baby, it's called rock and roll. They say it's gonna die, but honey, please let's face it. They just don't know what's going to replace it. Ballads and calypsos have got nothing on. Real country music that just drives along. Honey, move it. Hey, move it. Move it.
That was a twin spin of Cliff Richard. The last one, Move It, recorded in 1958, was Cliff Richard and the Drifters, and a Carl Perkins tune, Pointed Toe Shoes, was Cliff Richard and the Shadows, recorded in 1960, both on Columbia Records in Great Britain. And Terry Dean, Who Baby Who, recorded for Decca in England in 1958. Up next, she was a singer, songwriter, record producer, and television host. Yep, she did it all. Recorded for Philips International in 1966, here is Dusty Springfield with the Echoes, Go Ahead On. I'm Miss Holley King, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Rockabilly and Beyond here on Deep Oldies and RFP, where the music is real.
If you're gonna break my heart, go ahead on. Guess you think you're kinda smart, go ahead on. Heard you got another girl and you're having fun. Got a head in the world, see what you've done. Go ahead on, go ahead on. I said go ahead on, go ahead on. You never call me on the phone, maybe so sad, sitting alone, feeling bad.
What you gonna do when your baby leaves you? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when your baby leaves you? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Well, when she cries her last goodbyes, you're gonna hang your head and cry. What you gonna do when your baby leaves you? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Your eyes will cry till they start burning. Yes, they will.
What you gonna do?
Your eyes will cry till they start burning. Yes, they will.
What you gonna do? do?
They're like the white hot fire from the fiery furnace. Shoot out flames, Lord, it flames to burn us. What you gonna do when your baby leaves you? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Well, I've told you my story, please believe me, cause it's true.
What you gonna do?
I've told you a story, now believe me, cause it's true.
What you gonna do?
Well, I broke the heart of the girl I loved. She's gone, my southern love. Now she's gone, oh, she's gone, my southern love.
What you gonna do?
Now she's gone, oh, she's gone, my southern
What
love.
you gonna do?
Now she's gone, 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 my southern
What you
love.
gonna do?
You'd better take it easy, baby, or you go away. You gave me some money, I need your someday. You better watch your step. Watch your step. Yeah. Watch your step. Oh yeah. Watch your step. You better watch your step, 'cause you'll be fooling me tonight. Watch your step. Oh yeah. Watch your step. You'd better leave me all your money, or you go away. Don't think I'm funny, honey. I'm gonna say you better watch yourself. Better take me when you say I'm gonna miss your loving, honey, when you're not around. Don't leave me when you're coming. I love you tonight. I'm gonna watch your step. Yeah. Watch your step. You better take me back. I'm gonna leave me you tonight. Watch your step. Oh yeah. Oh, watch your step, baby. What you say?
British blonde bomber Adam Faith with John Barry and his orchestra, Watch Your Step, recorded for Parlophone Records in Germany in 1961. And Mr. Brand New Cadillac rocker Vince Taylor and his Playboys, What You Gonna Do, released on Palette Records, also in 61. And here's a neat tidbit. According to David Bowie, Vince Taylor was the inspiration for Ziggy Stardust. I got the tip jar out for these listener-supported radio stations, Radio Free Phoenix and deepoldies.com. So if you got a little, give a little. We sure would appreciate the kindness. Recorded in 1958 with John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, John Dufflo on piano, and Colin Hanton on the drums. This is John Lennon's Quarrymen, Mean Woman Blues.
I've got a woman as mean as she can be. I got a woman as mean as she can be. Sometimes I think fright because she crossed his path last night. I've got a woman mean as she can be. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. To kiss so hard, she bruised my lips. She holds so tight, my heart just flips. I've got a woman mean as she can be. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. Strongest girl I ever had, I never happy unless she's mad. I've got a woman mean as she can be. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. A mean, mean woman blues. Mean, mean woman blues. Yeah. A mean, mean woman blues. A mean, mean woman blues. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. She kissed so hard, she bruised my lips. She holds so tight, my heart just flips. I've got a woman mean as she can be. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. Strongest girl I ever had, I never happy unless she's mad. I got a woman mean as she can be. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. Mean, mean woman blues, yeah. A mean, mean woman blues. A mean, mean woman blues. A mean, mean woman blues. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me. Sometimes I think she's almost mean as me.
Meanwhile, I was thinking, if she's in the mood, no need to breathe. If I have a chance, I'm all taken. She won't dance, but we can make it. Come on, Queenie, let's share it. Go, 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 little Queenie. I said go, 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 little Queenie. Go, 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 little Queenie. Isn't that Queen standing over by the rebel machine? Yeah, looking like the mother of the cover of the magazine. Oh, she's so cute, she's only a little over 17. Go, 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 little Queenie. I said go, 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 little Queenie. I said go, 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 little Queenie. Let's rock the peace, yeah. Blow me away, baby. Can you see this You gotta rebel rock. Hey, you gotta rebel rock. Yeah, you gotta rebel rock. Well, you gotta rebel rock. Let your feelings show. Go, cat, go. Well, if they say you gotta do it, don't. If they say you gotta do it, don't. If you don't wanna do it, say you won't. If you say you gotta do it, don't. When you're at home, whom your life's your own. Now, if they're gonna ask you nice, if they're gonna ask you nice, make them have to ask you twice. Make them gotta ask you twice. Have a heart of ice when you're at home. Well, are you ready
life's your own. Go, man. Twice, if they gotta ask you twice, well, they're not gonna ask you nice. No, no, they're not gonna ask you nice. When you're at home, well, your life's your own. 1, 2, 3, well, are you ready, rebel? No, are you ready, rebel? Are you ready, rebel?
Sir Thomas Hicks was known professionally as Tommy Steele and the Steelmen. That song was the flip side of their 1956 recording of Singin' the Blues, which was made famous by Guy Mitchell and Glendale, Arizona native Marty Robbins. Rebel Rock, with the writing credit going to Steele. And released in 2006 by Charlie Records, Jess Conrad doing Chuck Berry's song Little Queenie. So glad you tuned in to today's episode of Rockabilly and Beyond, Andrew's 25th anniversary advent calendar, British Rock and Rollers, here on Deep Oldies and RFP. Next on the deck is a lady who started in the record business when she was only 14 years old. This iconic song, Fever, was recorded in '64 by Helen Shapiro when she was 18 years old.
Never know how much I love you, never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got a fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet, and Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame, thou giveth fever. When we kiss that fever with that flaming youth. Fever, I'm a fire, fever, yeah, I burn forsooth. Everybody's got that fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Now you've listened to my story, and here's the point that I have made. That chicks were born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. When you kiss them, fever, if you live and learn. Fever, till you sizzle, and what a lovely way to burn. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new
My day is lonely, my night's long. I feel so lonesome, baby, since you've been gone. Baby, I love you, baby. Why did you tell me so many lies?
Baby, 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 why did you whisper so many goodbyes? Baby, baby, these are my tears. They're falling from my eyes. Days are so lonely, my nights are so long. Yes, I feel so lonesome since you gone, 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 gone. That night I'm lying, just waiting for you. So tired crying, so alone I'm blue. There's no denying my love for you. Well, my days are so lonesome, my nights are so long. Yes, I feel so lonesome since you gone, 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 gone. That night I'm lying, just waiting for you. So tired crying, so alone I'm blue. There's no denying my love for you. My love for you. My love for you. My love for you.
If you knew, Peggy Sue, then you know I'm so blue, my baby. My Peggy Sue, I love you, girl, I want you, baby. Peggy Sue, I love you, with the love so real through my baby. My Peggy Sue, I love you, girl, I want you, baby. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, my baby. My Peggy Sue, I love you, girl, but I want you, baby. I love you, girl, but I want you, baby.
If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, you lose some, it's all the same to me. Pleasure is to play, it makes no difference what you say. I don't share your greed, the only card I need is the ace of spades, the ace of spades. Playing for the high one, dancing with the devil, going with the flow, it's all a game to me. Snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit, double stake or split. It's the ace of spades, the ace of spades. You know I'm born to lose. Gambling's for fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't wanna live forever. And don't forget the Joker.
Joe Brown's 2012 ukulele album, The Ace of Spades, recorded by Motörhead in 1980. Bill Fury recorded in 1960 on Decca, featuring a young Joe Brown on guitar, Since You've Been Gone. And best known for his energetic stage shows and TV performances in the 50s, called Britain's Wild Man of Rock and Roll, Willie Harris doing Buddy Holly's Peggy Sue. Up next, I got another powerhouse girl singer who got her start as a teenager. Lulu and the Luvvers recorded this for Decca in 1965, Satisfied. I'm Miss Holly King, and you're listening to Rockabilly and Beyond here on Deep Oldies and RFP.
And we don't want to go on without another number from Lulu. But first of all, let's hear a few details about your current activities. Lulu, I imagine you're kept pretty busy right now touring the country.
Yes, very, Brian.
Are there any possibilities that you'll be going further afield?
Well, yes, I believe we're going to south of France, and then there are being negotiations made for America, Australia, and Scandinavia.
Looking forward to it?
Loving it, yes.
Great. Well, we hope you go and hope you have a ball. But right now, would you sing for us the number on your latest release here in Britain, which is?
Satisfied.
Satisfied. Satisfied. When I'm in a when I'm in your charm, walking on the heart inside, set the soul on fire. Whenever you're near, baby, I have no fear. Baby, come on now, yeah, come on now, baby, come on now, yeah, come on, baby, yeah, come on, boy, yeah, we have it all at all, yeah, come on, boy, yeah, we have it all at all.
both.
Vince Eager and the Vagabonds recorded for Decca in 1958, Yeah Yeah. And a fella who got his start in a skiffle group, the Semitones, Dickie Pride, Slippin' and Sliding, recorded for Columbia in 1959. Thanks for listening to me, Miss Holley King, doing rockabilly and beyond on these fine listener-supported radio stations, Radio Free Phoenix and deepoldies.com. This next female powerhouse has sold over 100 million records worldwide, recording her hits in French, German, Italian, as well as English. This is Petula Clark, recorded for PYE Records in the UK in 1962, Yeah Yeah Twist.
Well, je l'ai connu là en twistant le ya-ya. Il m'a dit Petula, viens danser avec moi. Si mon que j'ai mis, c'est qu'il m'a quitté depuis. Depuis ce jour, j'entends sans fin. Dans mon cœur lourd comme un refrain. L'air du souvenir n'en finit plus de gémir. Well, je l'ai connu là en twistant le ya-ya. Comprenez-vous pourquoi je reviens toujours là? J'attends son retour en espérant nuit et jour. Well, il est parti, voilà pourquoi. Moi je m'ennuie, plus rien ne va. Mon cœur est blessé, je ne peux plus l'oublier. Je l'ai connu là en twistant le ya-ya. Mon cœur est bien là, mais il attendra là. J'attends son retour, là mon peine et le cœur lourd. Well, je l'ai connu là en twistant le ya-ya. Et il m'a dit que tu le viens danser avec moi. Simon que j'ai mis, c'est qu'il m'a quitté depuis. Et Simon que j'ai mis, c'est qu'il m'a quitté depuis. La ya ya.
I was born on stormy Monday, and it rained every day of my life. I ain't never had me a girlfriend, so how can I ever find me a wife? Yeah, I'm a misery child, misery child, misery child. That's me. Well, the devil was the preacher when Mr. Hard Times married Miss Misery. Well, the black sky flashed with lightning, and the first child, well, it turned out to be me. Yeah, I'm a misery child, misery child, misery child. That's me. Misery child. Well, I ain't worked no for 5 years. Swear misfortunes put a jinx on me. Well, my pockets stay so empty. I'm as lonely as I can be. Yeah, I'm misery child, misery child, misery child. That's me, that's me, that's me. Misery's child.
When you move in right up close to me, that's when I get the shakes all over me. Quivers down the backbone, I got the shakes down the knee bone. Yeah, the tremors in the thigh bone, shaking all over. Just the way that you say goodnight to me brings that feeling on inside of me. Quivers down the backbone, I've got the shivers down the thigh bone. Yeah, the tremors in my backbone, shaking all over. Quivers down the backbone, yeah, the shakes in the knee bone. I got the tremors in the thigh bone, shaking all over. Well, you make me shake it, and I like it, baby. Well, you make me shake it.
That was Johnny Kidd and the Pirates from their 1960 Parlophone Records Best of album, Shakin' All Over. And Marty Wilde and his Wildcats, Mystery Child, put out in Phillips Records in '58. Well, you know me. I gotta leave you with a funny, gotta leave you with a tickle. I thought we should end the first hour of my show with a pastiche band from Great Britain, the Ruddles. The primary creative force of the Ruddles music was Neil Innes, the sole composer and arranger of the songs. In the late 60s, Innes had been the 7th member of Monty Python with Eric Idle. Their 1978 album Meet the Ruddles is the soundtrack to the telemovie All You Need Is Cash. The album contains 14 tongue-in-cheek songs of the Beatles that were featured in the film, starring Eric Idle as Dick McQuick, a.k.a. Paul McCartney, John Halsey as Barry Wham, a.k.a. Ringo Starr, Ricky Fataar as Stig O'Hara, a.k.a. George Harrison, Neil Innes as Ron Nasty, John Lennon. So here are the Ruddles, Love Life, a spoof of the Beatles' 1967 hit, All You Need Is Love. Thanks for tuning in to listen to me, Miss Holley King, doing another episode of Rockabilly and Beyond here on Deep Oldies and RFP. Have a good rockin' day and night, and thanks for listening.
The Ruddles were the most influential band ever. I mean, the only way that I got to the point where I'm at today as a musician was from being influenced by the Ruddles.